What's good, everybody? Man, it's your boy Jay in the building. We is back again with another video. Now, before we get this video started, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Guys, to the video. All right, the SWAC championship game happened, and we have a winner. So, before I start this game, bro, I got just a few things I wanted to point out. All right, so of course a lot of us kind of knew that this is how it was gonna play out, right? Like we kind of knew that, right? Now, I do want to point this out to y'all. Now, since for about 7 games now, including this game right here, so from going from FAMU to this game right here, Jackson State in the second half outscored their opponents 134 to 13. 134 to 13 in the second half in the last 7 games. Dog. Crazy, right? Now, another thing. Southern, you can't be this much of an underdog and turn the ball over the way you did. Now, you did a little better with the pressure in the first half. You did. I was surprised at that. But the fact that how many times y'all turned the ball over in the second half, y'all just kind of knew that that was going to be the turning point on how ugly this got, right? And Zy McDonald completely took the game over once he got in the lineup. Now, I know Morgan had gotten hurt, but he wasn't really throwing the ball well anyways. But when Zy came in, completely changed the momentum of the game, especially with his legs, right? And, of course, Irv Mulligan did what he did, another 100-yard game for him. So it was really Irv Mulligan and McDonald that completely took the game over, especially in the second half. Even though they only threw the ball 15 times, really didn't throw the ball particularly well or whatever, but they did run the ball all over Southern, which we kind of knew that was going to happen, right? And I was a little surprised T-Set got the start that threw me for a loop because Jalen Wood started the last 3 games, and then all of a sudden he don't even dress. That was weird. I didn't understand that. And then, but listen, Southern has been in the quarterback carousel this entire season, and it played out just like how it was the entire season for them. And this game turned out exactly how a lot of us thought it would. You know, the talent just separated itself in the second half, but especially with the turnovers and how dominant. Listen, the secondary in itself was dominant, absolutely dominant. So, and shout out to McDaniels. He had 2 interceptions in the second half. Really dope. But I'm sorry to tuck your ear off. Look, let's go ahead and get right on to this game, man. Let's get to it.
He deserves to be in
get
the
to it.
football game.
He was getting ready to go, and so are the Jaguars as they open from scrimmage with a run of 1 yard from Kendrick Rhymes.
Their part, they made
Kendrick Rhymes did not have a good game.
3 new starters to their starting lineup.
He had Rhymes in motion. T-Set moving out to his right, and he's taken down the pursuit
he did not have a
of
good game
that Tiger defense. And who is it but Shamar? Here on 3rd and 12 from their own 28. T-Set looking down the field.
Plenty of room to run.
Lots of room and more for T-Set, who takes care of business. First down and a little
bit
extra. That's the
shout out to Southern for controlling the game in the first half, or at least half of the first half.
And there, the defense caught from behind. That ball is live as it rolls out of bounds. But again, Joshua Nobles, part of that defensive negative outcomes. And here on 2nd down, the handoff up the middle. And Jay, one of the things that we're curious to see and one of those matchups we're paying attention to.
And their quarterback so far in this game.
Colby Dillon, who remains in the backfield here on third and forever. And T-Set just tries to get any form of positive yardage, and John Brown is there for the stop. And it's going to bring
Southern ain't throw the ball away either.
Control line scrimmage, running the football, something they're not used to doing since Walter Payton.
On the first play for Jackson State, and it's into the hands of Irv Mulligan. We told you he was coming off of an injury, so he missed the first 2 games of the season. Played his first game against Southern, and there Jameel Gardner Jr. with a nice grab, kept his balance, got more than he expects in pass defense. So they send Fortillion in motion, move him closer in, and the pitch to Mulligan. And Mulligan with a little crease, and Irv Mulligan out near the 49-yard line. Another gain of 7.
And you know, once he finds a crease, he can hurt you.
Stiff arm
with some tempo, and always difficult to bring down. A first down picked up, and that's Willie Miles who brought. So Travis Terrell now joining him in the backfield, a freshman out of Atlanta, trying to provide some protection, and Morgan just throwing it away. It's second down.
Pressure by defensive lineman.
Well, the junior out of Shreveport in on the last 2 plays for the defense, and they try to run it up the middle, and no dice for Travis Terrell Jr. Pickup of just 2 on the play. How about Davin Cotton?
Block Shelby Gibbons from the defensive end position.
He came a-coming, and they're just closing in the pocket, collapsing.
Shout out to Gibbons, man, getting him a sack.
Now you establish what you want to do, and you want Kendrick Grimes to run the football.
Instead, they come out throwing on first down, and the pass is complete. The lefty T-Set into the hands of Darren Morris, and a gain of 9.
Get a quarterback going into a groove, it'll only help your running game.
Well, they awarded them the first down on that play, so a fresh set of downs, and it's Colby Dillon right up ahead, and Dillon along with Kendrick Grimes. The 2
very aggressive defensive front.
And taken off as T-Set, he's able to pick up 1 yard as coming from that out. 1 for 2 on third downs as T-Set rolls to his left and overthrows, and the pass incomplete. Tyler Kirkwood was the intended target.
In fact, Mulligan told me this week he wasn't even, or doctors, excuse me, weren't even sure if he'd be able to play this season, but here he is having a great year for the Tigers.
Absolutely, Coley, and you think about it, his first game of the season was back on September 14th. Ugly Taylor has just loved what he's brought to him. He's one of his recruits, and he's happy that he's lined up for the Jaguars. Here, Jacoby and Morgan making something happen, picks up the first down. Derek Williams brings him down, but after that gain of 11. The handoff, once again, there's Irv, still on his feet. Irv Mulligan keeps on going. The balance of Irv Mulligan. He's that dude.
That boy. He's really him. Like, he's really him.
Now inside the red zone, Jacoby and Morgan just loses.
That's crazy. That was crazy.
And Jackson State fortunate to fall
that
back
was crazy.
on top of it. Morgan recovers his own fumble, and it looked like it just slipped out of his hand, Jay. So now on 2nd and 20, you just hand it off. This time it's Travis Terrell. Travis Terrell Jr. with a solid gain of 8 yards brought down by Vincent Payne.
Develop. Your whole playbook's at your disposal.
Morgan, who's completed just 1 pass, looking for another, but not able to escape the sack from Derek Williams.
With another sack.
They brought the blitz. When the whole front 4 wasn't getting there, what do? You blitz your...
From 42 yards out, it's up, and it is through. Beza with a strong leg, a 2nd-team all-conference selection. 2 seasons has this squad back in the SWAC championship game. Colby Dillon trying to find any room to run, making it difficult. And a pickup of 2 there. But just to finish off in the process in the last 2 years, now his squad is 1 game away from the HBCU National Championship game. Pass incomplete, however.
Damn, I forgot that was pass interference. That's crazy.
Was on the
Damn.
Then they have a chance of putting some points on the board.
Russell tried to get away, but nowhere to go. Just snuffed out immediately by Timon Wells.
They're just struggling running the ball. I mean, just
have to get going for Southern. That was Rhymes in motion. Coming across, he's the one who's targeted, brought it in. And now going to be about a yard or two short. And one upcoming here for Southern. Kobe Dillon gets the handoff and gets the first down. So that's exactly what Terrence Graves wants to see, a pickup of better towards
Shout out to Willie Simmons, man, getting
season.
that coaching job at FIU.
They're into Tiger territory for the first time. It's T-Set who keeps it spun around. Philip Webb finally gets T-Set to go down.
Absolutely
but
not.
Again, making a living. So 2nd and 10 from the 46, and that
was a hell of a
pass is
throw.
complete. Great concentration there. It was bobbled for a moment, and Dupree Fuller. 3 for 5 through the air for T-Set. And now the RPO and Philip Webb, and unwisely just tries to get rid of it. And there is that one of those examples, Jay?
That's crazy.
Redshirt freshman.
trying to do too much.
Trying to. And try to put some points on the board. They give it to Kendrick Rhymes, who temporarily gets stuck. And again, True Thompson, Jeremiah.
To see his receivers catch passes. They had a couple of drops there in the first quarter.
All right, thanks so much, Coley. The left-handed T-Set.
That almost got picked off, though.
On 3rd
That should have
down.
got picked off.
And so the Jaguars.
That's crazy.
Joshua Griffin has it up, and it is good. So tie ball game here in this SWAC championship. Remember the Grambling State's Andrew Jones here on 1st and 10, and it's Irv Mulligan. And a short
damn 93.
And a flag comes out.
Damn 93. What the hell was that?
Yards of field position for
Why the hell would you do that for? I didn't see that. That's crazy.
They keep it on the ground, and Irv Mulligan.
Why would you do that?
Stopped. How about Darius Harry along with Kelby Givens? Again, the
That's
ones
crazy.
at their own 42-yard line. And Jacobian Morgan tries to go underneath that pass, bat it down. I think Davin Cotton got a hand on
crazy.
that one. Make a throw here. Nope. They keep it on the ground. Travis Terrell, the speedster, and a flag
and that's crazy because
out.
they got the first down too, but flag.
Popping out.
Damn.
What would for Jackson State? Can they overcome them here? Morgan escaping, but not for long.
3 sacks for Southern in the first half, guys. It was impressive.
Ends
I
for
hold
Southern
you.
on this drive. Indeed for both. Trying to secure their first. T-Set quickly out, and the pass complete into the hands of Kobe Brown, the true freshman.
State, exotic formation, get the ball to playmakers in space. And there's just nothing there. When they try to run the football, and that's been the big surprise for me. Southern's a pretty good rush job his front four is doing.
Here on 3rd and 1, can they pick up a yard? Yes, and some more from Kobe Dillon, who tries to get to the outside, has some blocking out ahead. And Kobe Dillon, who is powerful, but he's
vision by Kobe Dillon.
So the senior sets him up, and it's T-Set calls his
That's
own
all Southern
number.
really wanted to do. Like, they really didn't want to throw the ball. That's why T-Set started, honestly, because if it was the case, Noel Bowden would have started.
T-Set looking, has a man open along the sideline and right into the hands of Darren Morris, and a first down. Southern
I see Harvey Miller. I saw Harvey Miller on
down
the
the
sideline.
field, better than 122 yards of total offense in there. Nowhere to go for Kobe Dillon as John Brown with that tackle for a loss of 1.
Their exotic formation, 2-by-2 set.
They elect to hand it off instead. Kobe Dillon straight ahead. Couple yard pickup on the play. Once more, John Brown. And T-Set Pulls it,
Dude,
tucks
running
it,
that thing.
runs it, gets the first down. And B.J. Washington
Pass. Instead, it's a quarterback draw.
continuing to move with tempo quickly out of his hands into Kobe Bryant thus far for Southern. T.C. Taylor wants a timeout, and I think he gets it.
He's seen enough. I mean, they're spreading you out.
And goal. It would be a win if they netted 7 points here. It's
TD.
T-Set who finds space and into the end zone. Just
look
like
good.
that. Southern takes the lead.
Backup, Cameron McCoy, and McCoy was actually getting his arm loose with some urgency, so we'll keep an eye on Morgan as this drive develops.
Thanks so much. We will definitely pay attention to that, Colin.
You know you pay attention to? Kelby Givens. Kelby Givens doing a good job for Southern.
6-yard pickup from Mulligan. Second down.
I don't know
Going
what
for
this
it
throw
all
was.
here. A long throw,
I don't
and
know
intercepted.
why he threw that.
The Jaguars
Why did he throw that?
Horatio Johnson fielded that one
He
well.
was not open at all.
And Horatio
He was not open at all. I don't know why he threw that. That was crazy.
A targeting call from last game. Now it's Southern who seems to
close.
have the momentum.
I was close.
C.J. Russell on the carry.
I said he was about to break out.
Last 2 drives, 11 plays. They've put up 10 straight points, and now Southern continuing to move the rock, and that's C.J. Russell who's handling the duties, brought down by Reed Pulliam. A gain of,
And on the 45, advantage Southern University trying to run the football.
and it's T-Set, and that's what he adds, that extra wrinkle. The difference between Jalen Woods and Savion T-Set is the greater mobility.
5 receivers aren't even moving. They are lining up there, just waiting, distracting.
C.J. Russell, a gain of 1. Good pursuit to the football from the Tigers defense.
Games with them right now. You know you're going to get some type of zone, so now you call your zone buster coverage.
And Jackson State's defense stays true.
That wasn't even a
assignment
good
football,
play
pickup
call on
of
3rd
3.
down.
And Kendrick Grimes is going to be a few yards short.
You made the game a little bit ugly. Your defensive players are starting to cause havoc, but you must close out this half.
And they get it
Dupree.
into the hands of Janalen Dupree, and Dupree with a big game there. And slow to get up.
This is where he got hurt.
Jacobian Morgan, who was in pain. Coley
That's crazy.
told us before that McDonald, who comes
Here
in.
come the savior. Here come.
McDonald,
Here you go.
the junior.
Yep, here you go.
Immediately takes off.
Off the
and
rip.
Picks up the first down. Broke down.
When he's in the game, they're going to run the football.
We talked about how naturally gifted he is as an athlete. Pass out of his hands, and Travis Terrell, a little stutter step. And the Tigers sensing something. So they've got to try to punch it into the end zone or set themselves up for a field goal as Givens tried to give chase.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Flag comes out even though the crowd erupts.
McDonald on the carry. There's a flag on the play.
That's crazy.
Jackson State looking to even up this ball game, and Irv Mulligan, who stood up, and guess who's there? Kelby Givens. Well, now the continuation. And so that's Amari Matthews.
Get to him.
In, he tries to boulder ahead, and it's a touchdown. Matthews, 3rd TD of the season. Kind of trying to get some energy in this stadium, and McDonald took a hit but delivered the pass to Jameel Gardner Jr.
That's a hell of a catch.
Can't take it down just yet, and finally he's brought down from behind by Herman Brister III. Moving quickly with tempo, and that's Irv Mulligan. Mulligan with a good game. Some theatrics there. Okay, so the inside look at the quarterback position from one of the HBCU greats. Thank you, Jay.
It's just facts.
And Mulligan with the carry again. And like they say here, fired up, Jay, stay fired up. Let's see if they can. on this possession as
Get out
McDonald
of
gets
there.
through, has some blocking out ahead at the 20-10, and he's pushed out at the 6-yard
Completely
line
changed the
out
game.
of
Completely.
Richland, Mississippi. As a first and goal for his team, and Mulligan, who was quickly stopped there, but McDonald, who has quickly come in at man in motion. Low snap once again handled by McDonald, gets it up, and pass incomplete, but a flag comes out. Elijah West was on the coverage, the nickelback for the Jaguars.
Donald's he should fake it here and call his own number. Fake the handoff, call your own number, take off on the edge.
Instead, the big guy,
For the run.
Mulligan, oh my goodness, muscles his
Give me
way
that.
into the end zone.
Big boy, give me that. Shay, come here, give me that.
Hard runner, indeed.
That was a hell of a
They've been the
run.
#1 ranked band all season long. Can they repeat? And something tells me you're 100. Gonna have something to say about that.
Loses the football after the reception, and Jackson
That's what
State
you can't
comes up
do.
with it.
Not
Cameron
on the
Smith
road, bro.
with the
Can't
recovery
do that.
as Tyler Kirkwood for a piece best
Can't do
starting
that.
field position for the Tigers. Travis Terrell Jr. gets the handoff in the backfield. No gain on the play. Will touch the score the way that it is, trailing by a touchdown. Quick cut inside, and he's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Davis comes in for the injured Darius Harry on 3rd and 6. And the pass into the hands and complete. That's Jonas Fortillion. Fortillion, his first reception.
He needs to talk to his center and say, you've been very inaccurate with the snaps.
And Mulligan, the run spun down. And Irv Mulligan, State got on the board first, 10 unanswered by Southern before even at 10 apiece going into the locker room and trying to extend the lead even more, and a drop pass from Janalen Dupree.
That was definitely a touchdown. He just dropped it. That was a hell of a throw.
Can he manage to pick up another 3rd down? No, says the Jaguars defense. Coverage sack, well, team sack there is Kelby Givens. There he is, that's an out. The kick is up, and it is true and through. Bezo's got one of those strong legs, edges out this lead.
If a play like that occurs again, they may penalize the defense.
1st and 15, and Kendrick Rhymes tries to slither through. Short gain, True Thompson was there on the stop. Under 7.5 to go in the 3rd. T-set on 2nd down, and it was right there in and out of the hands of Jermaine Minor Jr. with Alcorn State. They were in the SWAC championship a number of times, and there the pass complete. And Dupree Fuller Jr. trying to wrestle his way back to near the line of scrimmage.
And I got to talk about my on the bubble after this play.
Irv Mulligan with a strong run and a gain of 8 on the play. Okay, so I like that because
the blues that go with it. That King George. I've become a huge King George fan. I mean, the kid is 25. He sounds like he's 45 or 60, but the music is
keep giving him the
throughout
ball.
Game, and then the 5th quarter afterwards. So I vibes with the music on the bubble. And looking to run, and no room to escape and get out of the way. No gain on the play for Zion McDonald brought down.
McDonald in the game, they're just trying to bottle him up. They're not sacrificing, giving up the outside.
Low throw and the pass incomplete. So you talked about this earlier, Jay. I'm going to chime in with the 2 cents here because, yes, the blue blood. Turn head coach, can he get his first SWAC title? On 3rd and 10, chased out the pocket and through the hands of the receiver, and McDonald is helped up. And good job. Strong running up ahead. Now let's see what kind of adjustments Mark Frederick makes to try to get the ball moving, be opportunistic. We've seen them have success in the run game back in the first half, and now T-Set's got to make some plays. And tough pass there.
That was a bad throw. I don't know why he threw that.
As Shamar Hawkins, who has been a ball hawk today.
Win your battle. Pick one receiver and go up top.
Protection is there. Man was there and just missed Tyler Kirkwood up the seam. And the Tigers
go ahead.
running the football with Irv Mulligan, and Irv Mulligan.
That was crazy. Damn.
Hit there. Extra bump.
Hey, he wanted to fight him, dog.
Now you prove it.
He wanted to fight him, boy.
You want to start to eliminate hope from Southern.
He wanted to hit him.
Jameel Gardner with the reception. Expectations. Expecting to be back here, and Irv Mulligan has been a guy that they have relied on all season long.
Keep giving him the ball.
And ever since he stepped there as Travis Terrell Jr. in the backfield, he flanks out of motion. And Zy McDonald all the way up the middle, and Zy McDonald is trying to get around, and he's in. Touchdown.
Just keep giving him the ball, man. Keep giving him the ball.
This guy can make things happen with this.
Alcorn's the sleeper.
Dropped the football, picked it back up. T-Set gets the ball out, and it's complete to Darren Morris. 13 home stadiums. And Alcorn State and Southern were a part of those first two. As that one nearly intercepted.
Twice. How do you almost throw 2 picks on one play? You didn't capitalize on it? Now I got to cut you.
Boy, you got to catch that.
T-Set one-on-one. Darren Morris has got a man streaking down the sideline, and it's overthrown and out of bounds. He's one of their leaders, their top receiver, and T-Set in trouble, scrambling, able to pick up the first down as he skirts out of bounds.
Jimmy Smith should be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
One of their decades spent in the National Football League. Again, collapsing pocket, T-Set making something happen with his legs. And again, it was Jalen Woods who was slated to start this game.
Well, he was a starter at the beginning of the season and kind of just lost his job. Good throw.
That was a hell of a throw.
Great into the hands of Dupree Fuller Jr. And you talked about the
flex him. They put him in blocking positions, and they find ways to get him the football.
Right there, the sack coming up the middle. That's Ashton Taylor. And Taylor, one of the best talents on the defense.
Strap up your chin strap a little bit tighter. Give me everything you got right now for these last 15 minutes.
Not on the same page as his receiver, and T-Set with the incompletion. Jay Walker, Tiffany Green.
You cannot take a sack. You're in field goal range right now. Can't take a sack. Protect the football.
They elect to run it. Kendrick Rhymes with some space. Kendrick Rhymes won't go down.
Almost.
And B.J. Washington brings out. On the right hash for Joshua Griffin. Griffin, the lefty, and puts it through. So making it a 2-possession game. And
the running game really picked it up. Mulligan started to make an impact.
Zion McDonald's done a great job on the ground as well. Hands it off to Irv Mulligan.
3 and 4 yards to carry, but keep feeding it to him. Just keep feeding it to him.
Well, Mulligan is, we've talked about Ram. And Mulligan again carrying defenders with him in the process. And Irv Mulligan, who has dealt with a lot on and off. Here on 3rd and 3. Number of guys in the box for Southern, and they're able to stop him here on 3rd down, and Davin Cotton was the first to get to him. He is done back at Big Blue.
No,
first down, taking
sir.
a
No.
shot, and an interception as Robert McDaniel
Wow, you
comes
throw it
up
there.
with it. McDaniel, who's got all. Another turnover for Southern, and already in a Jags territory. Underneath, there's Travis Terrell with some space. He wiggles out of bounds. So second, McDonald, who has really come in and given this team a loose. Skies out went too high for Gardner, but he's given the team a lift, the lift that they have needed as took.
Too good. Southern's just got to come up with a big play defensively.
Airing it out and in position to bring that one in is Rodney Johnson.
That was a
Jr.
hell of a box out.
So credit him with the
That was a hell of a
INT.
box out in the pick. I like that.
Second-year starter for the
I
junior
like that.
out
I
of
like
New
that.
Orleans.
That was a good pick.
Tough starting field position for the Jaguars. And there is Ashton Taylor with the TFL, bringing down Kobe Dillon.
To go in this game, you got to open up the passing attack.
And Noah Bodden, who started the season at quarterback, he comes in now and delivers a dime right in the middle of the field to Jermaine Minor Jr.
Hell of a throw.
So pickup of 20 before coming over to the Jaguars. Bodden, who's got the arm, throws it up again and deflected there at the last minute. Great play by Keevrick Wiggins Jr. As he was there step for step with Darren Morris, QB, but can he lift this Southern team and help them come back trailing by 14? Tries to get outside the pocket, heaves it up. And the pressure there from Joshua Nobles.
And if guys can get open, he can deliver the ball to you.
Hawks it, collapsing, he bounces out and just throws it away. And it's fourth down. Deliver the football, meanwhile, talking about quarterbacks, Cameron McCoy now in at quarterback for the Tigers. Low snap, once again, that's been an issue all day long. No problem, though, handing it off to Irv Mulligan.
Man, listen.
With good yardage, but that's something that you're going to see.
They think you're getting the ball back there and you're not saying anything to them, it's going to happen again.
And they hand it off again to Mulligan as we send it down to the field with Coley.
Well, Tiffany and Jay, I want to kind of clean up some of the, actually in the last couple of weeks, taken over that number 2 spot. So we will see, well, oh, there's a bad snap. We'll see what happens here.
Bubble, and it's McCoy who was able to stand on top of it and recover it.
That was definitely Center's fault.
Again, that's going to be something when you go back in the film room and watch, where can we clean things? You're on your third quarterback now with Noah Bodden, or your second quarterback rather, with Noah Bodden. And that was a tough fielding and fumbling the football and handing it right back over to Jackson State. As it's Avery Salerno.
Patience to go to the ATL.
Boom, boom, boom.
Well, Director of Athletics, Ashley Robinson, who has seen his team go there 2 out of the last 3 years and have success, back onto the field. Another low snap handle.
He was down right there, by the way.
Matthews cut back inside, and Matthews finally brought down Vincent Page Jr. there on the stop. On a quarterback, we had lost a couple of wide receivers when they faced off against Southern. And into the hands of Jonas Fortillion for the touchdown, Jackson State.
That's a hell of a throw, boy. He got him off limping too, so he got hurt too?
As one.
Damn.
And that's what it takes to be a team.
The defense there nearly brought down Bodden. Forces an incompletion as Phillip Webb, they call him the best pass rusher up front, nearly brought down the QB. Bodden on 2nd and 10. Flush out of the pocket again. And pass completed, but out of bounds. So urged and really handled things in the West, finishing off the conference record at 7-1 coming into today's game.
And give them credit. I mean, when it came to the power rankings, they were never not top 1, 2, or 3. They are ready to go to Atlanta.
They were ready well before this game.
Yes.
The run ahead from Travis Terrell Jr.
And we know.
Over 5 minutes to go, 2nd and 7. Travis Terrell Jr. again. And a first down and a flag coming out at the end of the play. That was going to be a target. Yep.
Seemed like at the end of that, stay disciplined and respect the game.
Terrell on the carry.
Whoa, come here.
Slips
Whoa,
through.
come here.
Terrell keeps on going. And then he's popped on his way out of bounds. And I got to tell you.
Freshman, this is going to be a weapon that they'll have at their disposal.
Well, he's been taking some pops on the way as the 5'8", 165-pound true freshman on the field. The signal caller, 2nd and goal. The handoff and stretching out into the end zone is Travis Terrell.
Oh boy, height. Yeah.
Has TC Taylor.
You're right, dog. Yeah. Stop playing.
It's been all Jackson State. They've gone on a 38-3 run.
38-3 run is crazy.
And Darren Morris, who's wrapped up by Robert McDaniel. Now this was a question mark, and forgive me for asking it or posing it this way, but when you take a look at the way Southern was able to beat Grambling State.
Put me in that argument. I have seen coaches. I've seen coaches lose the Bayou Classic, but hear an earful from the fan base, and they said, "Wait, we're going to the SWAC championship."
Bodden with time, across the middle, pass incomplete. It was Anthony Petty, so they gave up their automatic bid to the 1AA playoffs to the SWAC championship game. And I'll say this, since it's moved, because it was in Birmingham at one point. That
McClellan decided to move the games. And every teams have something to play for. Fan bases want to host. What a catch.
Hell of a catch.
An incredible catch.
That was a hell of a catch.
Darren Morris.
Damn.
State,
that was a hell of a catch.
The other representative out of the SWAC to have been Cricket Celebration Bowl champions.
One of those things where there's always a defining moment. Rob Broadway, Sam Washington, they all tell you there's no better feeling than that. And this year, we're going to have another first-time coach win their first Celebration Bowl.
Penalty mark here in the conference for the Tigers. 1st and goal, Southern.
Nothing.
Noah Bodden, who's not used to
Nothing.
running it a whole lot, got stood up by Reed Pulliam, loss of 1.
And if you got a guy that you know can coach, and Southern fans don't want to hear it, they can be very fickle. But if you got a guy that likes the school, has proven he can coach and improve the team, then you have to make that investment in him, and better days will come.
Adversity, or when things aren't going your way, and you keep fighting.
Give me that.
Noah Bodden
Give me that.
throws it up, and it's intercepted.
Give me that.
This one
Give
is
me that.
Man's 2nd INT of the game for Robert McDaniel.
All right, man. Listen. All right, so check this out. So, first of all, I want to give a congratulations to TC Taylor in his 2nd year as the head coach, going to the Celebration Bowl, going up against Coach Berry, his 1st year at South Carolina State, 1st year in the Celebration Bowl, man. Both of these guys are, listen, this game is going to be exciting to watch. absolutely excited. Now, I will say this, though. The way Jackson State played on offense today, that ain't going to do it. Sorry. I know they won. They beat down Southern, but South Carolina State is not Southern. They are 5 times better than Southern. And I promise you, South Carolina State is a very explosive offense. Very explosive. So I hope the DBs are ready to cover, and I hope the front seven is ready to create pressure, because it ain't going to be easy to get back there. It is not going to be easy. I know both big men are on both sides very well on both sides of the ball. I think South Carolina State definitely has one of the best offensive line collectively in HBCU football, and on the defensive side of the ball as well. You got Hall, number 19, one of the best. I think one of the best 2 or 3 defensive linemen, not just in the MEAC, but in all HBCU football, period. So Jackson State is going to have a time on their hand, and I hope both quarterbacks are healthy. I'm talking about Morgan and McDonald, because I know both of them guys got hurt in this game. Now, I'm just going to give y'all a heads up. I will be out all week, so I wanted to give y'all a game preview, but I would not be here all week, right? But I want to leave y'all with this. I think Jackson State, I think this might be an offensive game. High scoring, and I think it's going to be very exciting to watch. Very exciting to watch. So I'm putting this game out now because I won't see y'all for a whole week. I did have some videos planned during the week, but I ain't going to put it out because I'll be out all week, man. It's been a stressful year, so I'm actually taking a vacation. I'll be out. I'll be out to relieve some stress, relieve my mind. There's some things to take care of outside of YouTube or whatever. But listen, yeah, this was a good game, nonetheless, especially for Jackson State. Like I said, man, defense played well. Played extremely well, especially in the second half. And I know Jackson State scored 41, but Southern ain't South Carolina State. Just remember that. But I'm gonna holler at y'all next Saturday, man. Or next Sunday. I'll holler at y'all next Sunday. Y'all be blessed. Take care. And I'm gonna see y'all, man. God bless.